Picture this. It's a freezing January morning in Bhalesa, my little village nestled in the hills of Doda district of Jammu and Kashmir. The sun is hesitant, peeking over the snow-covered peaks, and the air smells of the frost. I'm sipping on a hot cup of my noon chai when an elderly man approaches me. He is something 80-year-old. His weathered face reflects both age-old wisdom and modern frustrations. He says, "Sir, I keep hearing this word progress. Where is it? Will it ever reach my doorstep?" Ladies and gentlemen, that moment stayed with me. It made me realize that progress is not just about grand projects or shiny apps. It's about the stories we write on the lives of the people, especially in places where even basic necessities are a struggle. My name is Jagdeep Singh. I'm a civil servant from Jammu and Kashmir, and today I want to tell stories. Some real, some fictionalized for drama, and all deeply personal, about how technology have become a hero in governance. Stories that will take you from the serene valleys of Jammu and Kashmir to the buzzing corridors of administration, with twists, challenges, and moments of triumph that make you feel like a movie you would like to watch on repeat. So, let me take you to Kathua, a small district in Jammu and Kashmir, where an extraordinary small girl, Sirat Naz, achieved what adults often fail to do. She made her voice heard. A couple of years back, Sirat, a class 3rd student, was tired of studying in her shabby school building where she, along with her friends, had to sit on an unclean floor. But instead of staying silent, she took up her smartphone, recorded a heartfelt video message, and addressed it to none other than the Prime Minister of India. She said, "Modi ji, please cure the ills of my school." The video went viral, reaching the highest offices of power and sparking action. Within weeks, the Jammu and Kashmir government began work to renovate her school in Lohai Malhar, Kathua. I was posted in Kathua at that time, and I am witness to the fact that how a child's innocent plea, amplified by technology, brought about a change that files might have delayed for years. What's more inspiring? Sirat's story is not just about her school. It's about what technology can do when combined with courage, intent, and governance. Yes, technology gave Sirat a voice, but governance ensured that voice led to action. And that voice hit me like a ton of bricks. Here's a child who did not see government as a distant entity, but a responsive partner in her life. And that's the power of technology. Now take the example of grievance redressal portal. Before it existed, filing a complaint was like launching a message in a bottle, unlikely to reach its destination. But today, with 5 clicks, we can raise issues, track progress, and even hold government accountable. Over 95,000 grievances have been resolved in the last 3 years alone. And let's not forget the Digital Land Initiative. In places like the Rajouri district of Jammu and Kashmir, where the land disputes led to years of animosity, technology acted as a peacemaker, using drones to map land and blockchain for records. We digitized near 3 lakh land titles. So, what initially caused feuds is now sparking handshakes. My dear friends, governance is not just about rules. It's about the trust. And let me tell you, the trust is something which is not given, it's earned. In 2022, while implementing an online healthcare system in remote villages, we faced massive hurdles. People believed that these online doctors were nothing more than just chatbots. One villager told me, "I don't want a robot to check my pulse." So, we adapted. We began by conducting live sessions where actual doctors interacted with the patients through telemedicine setups. I remember a woman, a mother of three, told me with tears in her eyes, "Sir, this screen saved my son's life." So moments like these reminds us that technology is not just about the efficiency, it's about the empathy. And now, the e-courts in Jammu and Kashmir have also changed lives. Legal cases that once used to drag for decades are now being resolved online in months. Imagine a farmer whose land dispute got resolved online, finally able to sow seeds on a land he could call his own. And when the COVID-19 pandemic came, technology emerged as a silent warrior, reshaping governance across India and in Jammu and Kashmir. Picture this, a health official in Srinagar monitoring the quarantine compliance using geofencing technology. A mobile alert pings when someone under quarantine steps outside the virtual boundary, ensuring public safety without physical confrontation. Or another time, imagine a young woman in Delhi checking her Arogya Setu app before stepping out, reassured by its real-time contact tracing. These tools did not just fight a virus. They exemplify how technology, when combined with governance, can save lives. And it's not even about emergencies also. In the manufacturing hubs of India, the digital twin technology is helping optimize supply chains, making process smoother and cost efficient. So whether it's making subsidies reaching the right hands in Jammu and Kashmir or driving efficiency across the India, technology is not just a tool. It's a backbone of good governance in the digital age. Friends, if governance were a thriller, elections would be the climax. The 2022-2024 elections in Jammu and Kashmir were no less dramatic. Picture this, over 10,000 polling stations, some accessible by trekking for hours in snow. The voter turnout was expected to be low, but we deployed facial recognition systems, online polling apps, and even drones to monitor the sensitive areas. I remember standing in the control room watching the live feeds from the polling stations. It felt like commanding a mission from the NASA. The result? A record-breaking voter turnout of 72%. People who initially felt excluded were now the protagonists of their own democracy. And let me tell you, the thrill was not just logistical. As a zonal magistrate, I visited a village where an 82-year-old man walked for miles just to cast his vote. He told me, "Magistrate sir, I'm voting for my grandchildren's future." And that's the power of technology in governance, turning apathy into action. Now, let's lighten up the mood. Friends, governance is always seen as a serious business. But let me tell you, it comes with its share of comic relief. While implementing a land digitization project, a villager asked me, "Sir, can this machine tell me if my neighbor is stealing my apples?" Another time when we introduced AI-based apps for farmers, a village elder called it a magic parrot predicting rains. So, the moments like these reminds us that while the technology is advanced, its acceptance lies in its simplicity. It's about meeting people where they are and not where we want them to be. And now, let's dream together. Let's dream about an India where farmers use AI to maximize their crop yields and drones to water their fields. What if students from the remote village of Hamirpur, Kargil or Dras can access lectures by professors in New York without leaving their homes? Every citizen has a digital identity secured by the blockchain, ensuring welfare reaches the right hands. And this is not a wishful thinking. It's a roadmap we are building today. But let me tell you, a technology is as good as the intent behind it. So, we need innovators who build tools for inclusivity, policymakers who embrace disruption, and citizens who adapt fearlessly. A world where artificial intelligence, drones, and blockchains reshape what governance looks like. So imagine a farmer in Kashmir scanning the QR code from its smartphone to trace the origin of the seeds, ensuring best quality for his orchards. Or imagine a drone flying over a Pir Panjal range, delivering critical medicines to a snowbound village whose roads remain cut off during winters for weeks. And this is not a science fiction, it's happening. In India, AI-based chatbots are answering to citizen queries in 22 languages, making governance accessible even to the remotest corners. In Jammu and Kashmir, the blockchain secured land records have ended centuries-old disputes, turning chaos into clarity. And then there is 5G, a technology so powerful that it can enable remote surgeries in areas like Dras and Kargil. So, the question is not whether we are ready for this digital future. The question is how far we are willing to push its boundaries. Because the possibilities are endless. What if every child in Jammu and Kashmir or in India have an access to AI personalized education? What if our rivers and lakes could alert us when they are polluted? And this is not a dream. With the right vision, it's a future waiting to be built. So, I will end where I begin, in my village, Bhalesa, watching the sunrise over the mountains. That sunrise is just more than a natural phenomenon. It's a reminder that no matter how dark the night is, a new day always sets in. So today, as I stand here before you, I urge each one of you, whether you are an engineer, a technologist, a policymaker, or an ordinary citizen, to be the sunrise in someone's life. Together, let's bridge this gap between technology and governance. Let's turn skepticism into trust, and data and dreams into data-driven realities. Because progress is not just about technology alone. It's about the stories we write with it. Let's write a story worth telling. Thank you.